Hello, welcome back to Monster Frequencies. Me, Ben, here. Tuesday, 22nd of February 2022. It is actually World Encephalitis Day, a condition that the Encephalitis Society is busy raising awareness for. I've got Julia Clark, the Director of Engagement from the Encephalitis Society, to talk to me a little bit about what encephalitis is and why they're raising awareness for this condition today. Here she is.
Hi Ben, I'm Julia Clark and I'm Director of Engagement with the Encephalitis Society, and we are the third sector organisation with a charity that exists to support people and their families affected by encephalitis, which is brain inflammation.
Oh, Julia, thank you very much. Very warm welcome. So I understand actually today you're doing a couple of things from the looks of things to kind of raise awareness for encephalitis on Encephalitis Day, which is fantastic. So I guess first of all, you're kind of announcing it as this kind of code red condition to raise awareness for it. And I see that you're also launching a new report actually in the Lancet Neurology Journal, which sounds quite fascinating. So I wonder if you could just tell us a bit about the kind of things that you're up to today.
Yeah, absolutely delighted to. Yeah, it's a very special day, and what a funny day the date is today, with it being the 2nd of February 2022. It's all the twos.
There's a lot of twos, isn't there?
It is absolutely all the twos for any bingo players. But yeah, I mean, World Encephalitis Day is today, and our awareness day aims to raise awareness of encephalitis, which is a devastating neurological condition which can leave survivors with a permanent brain injury. So that's one of the reasons why encephalitis is a code red condition, because it is such a devastating condition, and also 77% of people do not know what it is, and that lack of awareness leads to delays in seeking treatment and subsequent poor outcomes for patients. So that's why we believe that encephalitis matters and that raising awareness is important, because the more people that know the word encephalitis and know that it is a brain inflammation and visit our website and see what the signs and symptoms are, the better the outcomes they may be if unfortunately they are one of the people who contracts the condition.
Yeah, thank you, Julia. And I guess like an obvious thing that people might be wondering if, perhaps they're not particularly familiar with encephalitis is, when does this occur? Are there obvious times that this does occur for people that, people can be aware of?
No, it's completely indiscriminate, and there's two types of encephalitis. One is an autoimmune encephalitis, and one is an infectious encephalitis. And confusingly, the symptoms can be quite different for the two types. But basically, if you feel weird or odd or experience any symptoms that could be confused for many other neurological conditions, or simple colds or fevers, encephalitis is a condition and a word that you probably should just have in your arsenal as something that is around. It's not a rare condition. In many countries it's more common than motor neuron disease and bacterial meningitis, so it's not rare. It's just that awareness remains low. But please visit our website. We've got a handy section on recognising what encephalitis might present as. So have a look and see if you're feeling that you might be affected by the condition.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds like an important thing for people to, as you say, just keep in mind so that they can chat to their, various healthcare professionals about that if they feel they need to. And I guess the other thing as well is, of course, just in general, the kind of fact that more people become more aware of. I mean, I know you kind of were talking about this already, but hopefully that will kind of feed into just, helping people who unfortunately are out there still living with the impacts of it. I mean, I think you mentioned there that actually, some people end up with kind of permanent brain injuries. I mean, that sounds like it must be a very, very difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, your brain it almost feels like it's the last unexplored organ. We think about the other parts of our bodies quite a lot, but we don't often think of our brain and what happens when something happens to damage your brain. So, brain injuries post-encephalitis are often permanent. They can be really severe and life-changing, and that's why the work that we do at the Encephalitis Society and the work that we promote on World Encephalitis Day and the papers and the science that we contribute to it's really, 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 really important that that encephalitis is recognised as a code red condition, and that our work is amplified throughout the media. So that's why we're so grateful to you for having us on your show to promote the stuff, the stuff that we've talked about this morning, and also the paper that we're launching today that's written by our scientists that concludes that encephalitis is a global problem, with high death rates and a significant disease burden. And if anyone would like to, read that important report, please visit our website and have a read, because we know that encephalitis is important, and we need to work together with global stakeholders, including the World Health Organization, because we need to improve diagnosis. We need more resources. We need aftercare. Particularly in low to middle income countries, and coming together on World Encephalitis Day to launch this transformational paper that our scientists have written is something that we're really, really proud of, and we know that it's the start of a really important journey for us and for all people affected by encephalitis.
Yeah, thank you, Julie. I mean, it sounds like absolutely fantastic work, and this report sounds like actually a really important kind of milestone in kind of bringing awareness to people. I mean, is this something that of course, I'm sure you've got fantastic resources over at your website for people, but the report itself, I mean, is that something that you would urge just kind of everyone to have a quick look at? I mean, is it something that is readily available for people, or is it better that they kind of visit your website and kind of go through that kind of way of things?
Yes, Ben. We'd love people to visit our website, www.encephalitis.info/global impact report, and read what our scientists have written about encephalitis and the actions that we need to take to improve the situation for people affected. So we'd love people to have a look at that. Maybe make World Encephalitis the day that just to learn a little bit more about encephalitis and brain inflammation.
Yeah, thank you, Julian. That sounds like a really important thing for us to be doing. So thank you for bringing this to our attention. And I was wondering, just to kind of, I won't keep you too much longer now at all, Julia, but I was just thinking maybe it'd be worth, just because I guess to me, because one of the kind of key things really to take away is that, of course, this is going to be a very ongoing thing for all the people who are already living with it. I mean, it sounds like it's a long-term thing. People are going to need ongoing support. So, of course, it's always going to be important, isn't it, that they get the kind of help and support that they need? Because I can imagine if, someone's living with this, with a brain injury as a result of encephalitis, it kind of sounds like it's, the support's going to need to go to that kind of whole family, isn't it? I can imagine there's just so much support that's needed for people who unfortunately do have to live with that.
Absolutely, Ben. I mean, one person every minute is diagnosed with encephalitis somewhere in the world. So to have the Encephalitis Society as the only resource of any size around to help people and support research and deliver awareness, it's amazing that we are based here in the UK and that we're able to do that, but we can't do it alone, and we do need people to visit our website, join us as members, get involved, because encephalitis does matter, and like you say, the problem and the issue and the condition is likely to grow rather than recede.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Julia. Yeah, absolutely fantastic having you on today to talk about this. And just to kind of, I guess just to close up, I just thought I'd just finish by just really double checking that you had the chance to get across everything that you wanted to. If you wanted to reiterate anything or put out any other links at all, then you're very welcome to do that. But otherwise, of course, I'll just let you go. But I wanted to hand over to you and just make sure that you're all happy, basically, and give you another chance to say anything.
No, absolutely, Ben. We've been delighted to join you today, and I think the important thing for us to just get across today is that World Encephalitis Day is today. We're aiming to raise awareness of encephalitis, which is a devastating neurological condition, and we'd hope that people would visit worldencephalitisday.org and just read a little bit more about how to get involved today. So thank you to you and your listeners for inviting me on today.
Well, thanks very much to Julia Clark, Director of Engagement from the Encephalitis Society, talking to us today all about World Encephalitis Day. Now, of course, please do go ahead and visit their website. And of course, if you have any healthcare questions for yourself or for a loved one, it's really important that you reach out to your healthcare professional to get answers for those. So thanks very much. Hope you can join us again next time on Monster Frequency. That's it for me today. Bye-bye.